Hey everyone, Nick here and welcome back to Gamerjoob, and welcome back to our Poppy Playtime character concept series. So in today's video, the character looking into is PickyPiggy. So we'll go into her backstory, gameplay mechanics, and all that good stuff as well. Before we do any of that, do be sure to leave a like and subscribe to Gamerjoob, it helps a lot and it's greatly appreciated. It also keeps you up to date with all the videos that we post. Also, I will just state that this is just a what-if scenario. This isn't exactly what's going to happen in Chapter 3, so just keep that in mind and enjoy. Alrighty, well, with that all out of the way, let's get into the character concept of PickyPiggy. So, previously in our Poppy Playtime character concept series, we've been looking into the characters of the Smiling Critters. So far we've seen that these Smiling Critters can be friendly or evil. Unfortunately for the player, these characters have been more evil than good. The characters we've seen so far have been Bubba Bubbaphant, Crafty Corn, Bobby Bearhug, and Kickin' Chicken. In our most recent episode, the player was saved by Kickin' Chicken. Both the player and Kickin' Chicken had to retrieve the last piece of the heart medallion from Bobby Bearhug. But it didn't go exactly as planned. In the end, Kickin' Chicken helped the player escape this area, and as our new protagonist makes their way to this new area, they are sure to meet a new smiling critter. But as to if this character will be friend or foe is unknown. But what is known is who the next character will be, and the next smiling critter that the player will meet is PickyPiggy. So in the last few days, Mob Entertainment released her character bio. It reads, PickyPiggy. What's more important than play and learning? PickyPiggy knows the answer. A playful body and keen mind are fueled by what's put into them, which is why she encourages her friends to eat a well-balanced diet. Secretly, PB&Js are her favourite food. Scent citrus. So it looks like PickyPiggy is centered around food and having a healthy diet. But when it comes to food, will our main protagonist be on the menu? I guess they'll find out sooner or later. So speaking of, we now return to our main protagonist. After escaping from the last area, they now find themselves in what looks to be a food storage area. This must have been the area where the play care facility stored all the food for the orphans. All around them were shelves of canned food and other goods. They must have used all these ingredients to provide the kids with their breakfast, lunch and dinner. But as is the case with the whole factory, there's no one here to feed. This whole place has been abandoned. Whilst looking around this area, the player finds a poster on the wall. It reads, "Never waste food," and it has a picture of the character called PickyPiggy. She can be seen eating an apple. It seems that this place was big on not wasting food, and that definitely seems to be the case. Any empty cans that they came across have been completely picked dry. It seems whoever ate this didn't waste anything. Unfortunately for the player, all the food around here was well out of date, so if they wanted to eat something, they were tough out of luck. After all this time running and surviving other toy creatures, they were starving. They needed to find something to eat before they collapsed from exhaustion. Surely there's something they can eat around here. After searching around for a while, they come across something very strange. It was an apple tree, and it was growing inside the factory. It grew right through the concrete floor. There must have been enough light for it to grow somehow. But most importantly, there were fresh apples growing on its branches. Perfect. A fresh apple would do fine. The player picks a bunch with their GrabPack and eats them up. When they were done, they left the apple cores on the ground. And that's when something appeared out of the darkness and snatched them up. And then suddenly walked out the twisted version of PickyPiggy. What had happened to her? Her chest and stomach had been zipped open, revealing 2 rows of deadly sharp teeth. This is the first time the player has ever seen a smiling critter with their zipper open all the way on their body. Was that PickyPiggy's mouth? The player was quite unsure. Suddenly, out of PickyPiggy's regular mouth crawls a mess of strange looking tendrils. One of the tendrils was holding an apple core. It tossed it into the large mouth and it started chomping away at it. This toy creature was truly disturbing indeed. It seems that PickyPiggy is mad at the player for wasting precious food, and if they don't run away quickly, PickyPiggy will throw them into that giant mouth as well, and she'll be sure to not waste anything of the player as she chews them up. So the player makes a break for it and quickly runs away. PickyPiggy is right behind them. They need to keep running or else she'll eat them whole. The player manages to find a door and they quickly rush through. Thankfully, PickyPiggy can't get inside. The player now finds themselves in the bakery room. This was where the workers would bake bread and make all the sandwiches for the children. There were old dusty ovens and loaves of stale bread scattered everywhere. At the bakery bench, the player finds a note. It reads, "Don't let her catch you wasting precious food. If you do, she'll see you as food. Her favourite sandwich is PB&J. Make her 6 large PB&J sandwiches and all will be forgiven. If you don't, she won't stop chasing you." So it seems that the player has to make a peace offering in the form of some PB&J sandwiches. Hopefully this will be enough to stop her hunting the player. So the player cut the loaves of bread in half and smothered them with old mouldy peanut butter and jelly. In the end they had 6 giant sandwiches that they would offer to PickyPiggy. Hopefully she liked them, and hopefully she'd change her mind about eating the player. So they carried the sandwiches over to the apple tree. They place them down and wait. Soon after, PickyPiggy emerges from the shadows and starts eating them. One by one, her creepy mouth tendrils grab a sandwich and toss it into the large mouth. The mouth chews them up and consumes them. When she was done, she just stared at the player. It seemed she was grateful for the PB&Js. It must have been a very long time since someone has made her favourite food for her. She rips off her apple medallion and tosses it to the player. This must be her way of thanking them. She then walks away back into the darkness. It looks like there should be another medallion door around here that the apple unlocks. And sure enough, the player finds it and unlocks the door. This was definitely a strange interaction. It's very rare for these toys to just let the player escape. But regardless, they make their way to the next area and see what's in store for them. Hopefully their encounters with these smiling critters is coming to an end. But when it comes to Playtime Co Factory, you never know what's coming next. And until then, we'll just have to wait and see. So I think it would be pretty interesting to see PickyPiggy appear in Chapter 3. I think there could be some really interesting gameplay elements, including food and a creepy kitchen area as well. I think it's always creepy when they introduce a character that's obsessed with food, so much so that they even see the player as food. But as to if we'll see a version of PickyPiggy in Chapter 3, it's not very likely. Although I think it would be cool to see, I strongly think that the main focus will be on Catnap. But there'll probably be some interesting Easter eggs in the chapter referencing the other critters, that's for sure. But we'll all know soon enough when Chapter 3 Deep Sleep finally releases. Alrighty everyone, well that's what we have for today's video. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, please consider leaving a like, comment, and subscribing. It helps a lot and it's greatly appreciated. As always, let me know in the comment section down below what you thought of PickyPiggy and what you'd like to see going forward. Also, do be sure to comment down below what you think is going to happen in Chapter 3, because I'm really interested to see what you all think as well. Also, let me know if you're excited for Chapter 3, and if you plan on playing it, or if you're just going to stream it. Let me know. Alrighty everyone, well thanks for watching, and until our next Poppy Playtime character concept video, I'll catch you later, bye.